Afternoon, guys. 20th February at home. A 1-1 draw against Larkfield and Hythe. Corley, how did you see that game unfold today?
I thought they started better than us for the first 10-15 minutes. I thought they were a little bit on top. Without troubling Dan in the goal, I thought they were at it and come at us a little bit. And after that, I thought we kind of dominated the rest of the game, if I'm honest with you. I thought we were much better in the second half. Outside, I think the first half, their midfield won the battle, and that was an area that we spoke about at half time. I think we knew that they were going to tire a little bit. There was 4 or 5 of them going down with cramp, and obviously our fitness levels, I thought, told it today, and we looked really strong towards the back end of the game. But the second half, midfield picked it up. I thought they were much better in terms of picking up first and seconds and dominated that area. And I thought Splatty was unplayable today, if I'm honest with you. I thought he was the best player on the pitch by a million miles, but he kind of led the line on his own for most of the game, which was tough for him. And although I say we dominated the rest of the game, I don't think we've really troubled their goalkeeper enough, and that was a frustration, really. I think it's probably the least amount of chances we've created for a few weeks.
Yep.
But ultimately we've defended really, really well. The goal was really poor that we conceded, really sloppy, a couple of bad decisions there. But again, we looked like we were going to be the team that were going to score the winner, and you've got their bench that are asking for the final whistle, because I think they were happy to come here and get a draw today with their recent run of form. So ultimately, it's not done any damage to us in terms of our position and where they are in the league. So we move on to next week. So it's a positive day, really.
Yeah, and Matt, obviously 10 games to go now. We're as Corley said, we're in a good position. We've got to be really positive about the games coming up now.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I echo what Jamie said. I thought we were the better team. I thought they've had moments, which every team will have, whether they're at the top of the table with us or down the bottom. If it's 11v11, they're going to have moments in the game. I thought we got away with it in terms of the mistake at the back, because we've made a couple of great blocks there, and obviously then it's fell to the guy and he's put it in the goal. But I think you can see, like Jamie said, at the end of the game, how desperate they are for the game to be over at 1-1, and we're still trying to win the game. Is the difference in where we're at in terms of obviously us being at the top of the league. So I thought that was really positive. Like again, I thought second half, I thought we dominated the game for large periods and made them defend. And with the games that we've got coming up now, I think we've had some really tough games over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Coming through Rustle, we've played against all the teams in and around us. Obviously playing Rustle twice, we've got ourselves to a cup final. We've played Larkfield today, are sitting second, and like I say, you have to give them a little bit of credit because they're second in the table for a reason. Got some really good play. I thought Nathan Green was absolutely outstanding for them today. He should never be playing at this level of football. He was a very, very good player, and I think it possibly even helped them when he had to go at left back because he started the game in midfield, but he's played at left back in the Football League, and like I say, I thought he was very, very good for him. So I have to give him credit for that. And they're throwing their bodies on the line. I don't know what the corner count was, but we were way in front on the corner count, so that tells me that we're getting final third entries. But yeah, moving forward now, I think obviously Keds goes back to Croydon, which will be a miss because I think he's been fantastic. The manager spoke to him in front of the group and thanks his attitude and his application since being here has been absolutely first class for a player coming down a level on loan and shows some real good quality. So that's something that obviously we need to speak about in terms of Dortzy still out. Obviously Macca's missing as well today, and I felt that again they're a big, strong team. But yeah, like I say, moving forward, we probably need to look at 1 or 2 bodies, maybe one, just to give us a little bit. Rick obviously took a knock. Don't have a great deal of cover with Macca being missing at the moment in that area, so he managed to get through that, which is good. But we'll have to see how that is tomorrow. But yeah, look, we're looking forward. Like I say, we've got a cup final to look forward to. We're in a great place in the league. But as the boys know and we know, we just got to keep going. Like it's not done and dusted by any means, and we're not deluded to not think that. We'll just pick up the pace, get in the training shoes and carry on. Yeah,
Corley, I think that was our 7th consecutive home game on the trot. You know, we went out of the Vars on penalties, but are you happy with the results we've had from those run of home games?
Yeah, I spoke to the boys. I mean, Taylor, our coach, he's massive on the stats, and we've been on an unbelievable unbeaten run in the league. I think it's like 21 games. Potentially, and you know the boys have just delivered performance after performance, and And they're deflated in the change room there, because they wanted to win the game today, and that's a great sign. We're saying it's no damage. Ultimately, it's a draw against a team that in and around us. We knew that they were going to be at it today because they've come off the back of 2 defeats. And naturally, every team that plays against us at home, it's their cup final, and it was for them again today. So we've managed that situation really, really well today, and the run that we've been on. As I said, it's testament to the players and the work that's going behind the scenes and the hours that goes on outside of even training nights. It's a full-time job, this is, and Matt and Taylor and Dan and even the physio team, the hours that are put in that no one sees is phenomenal, and that's the reason why. And the players then, taking it across the white line is the reason why we are where we are. So we've still got a lot of work to do, but as I say, we've been on a fantastic run, and it's another 90 minutes without losing a game, and we need to bounce back next week and make sure that we give a positive performance and hopefully a positive result.
Yeah, and so with no midweek games, Matt, we've got a couple of training sessions to look forward to next week before the game. One up at Bluewater and one here obviously on Thursday. What's your thinking about setting up for next week?
Yeah, look, we've obviously had Kennington watched as we do with all the games, so we know everything about them. Obviously, a lot of the teams now are starting to pass around information on us because obviously it's a tough game for people, as it should be with us being where we are. So yeah, we'll like I say, we'll set up how we think is right to win the game. And again, you're seeing a fairly continued team that's playing. We've got quite a lot of continuity with the team that's playing because they're playing well, the players, and they're starting to build relationships on the pitch. And it's hard for some of the boys that are not playing a lot at the moment to get themselves in the team. But obviously that's part and parcel of being in a winning group. But yeah, like I said, I just think nothing really changes. We've got these periods, and I think that's the one advantage of the VARs. And listen, congratulations to Punjab, by the way. Brilliant semi-finals. Like, they're 2 games from Wembley, like absolutely unbelievable. So obviously congratulations to Chippy and Jason and all the staff and the players there. Brilliant. They carried a flag for Kent, but with us now being out of focus on this, it does give us the training ground, and that's obviously myself, Jamie, Taylor. That's our forte, getting on the grass with the players. So we'll spend that time correctly, as well as managing obviously people's injuries and bits and pieces. But like I say, we've done that all season, so I think it's a real plus that we've got that. As disappointing as the VARs is, for the ambition of the football club to be playing at step 4 next year, I think these periods of getting on the training ground is really important for us. Yeah, brilliant. Well done, guys. Unbeaten run continues. Look forward to next Saturday. Thanks a lot. Cheers.